quick demo of the IMA C&C control system and the LCD display and what to expect. I've just turned the car on and you can see the LCD in a little cubby hole here, and the figures from the top left, D50, that's the duty cycle, that's a variable used by the system at all times. You'll see that changing quite a lot. T, that's the throttle position. If I move my foot on the throttle you'll see that changing. That's used by the system just to detect where the throttle is. R indicates whether it's in the rally mode or not. If you put your foot far enough down on the throttle you see that changes to 1 and the system would give maximum assist. K, that tells me how long the button on the steering wheel has been pressed down. If I press it and release it you'll see it gives me a count of 3. If I press it and hold it a bit longer that'll be different. If I press it and hold it for more than about 4 seconds then it changes mode. The bottom line, standard BCM gauge functions, 172 volts, 75% state of charge, no current flowing at the moment, and 25 degrees temperature. The battery temperature in my car is actually faked, but in your car you'll get the actual temperature of your own system. Ditto the state of charge, which is again faked with my lithium batteries. You'll get your actual state of charge as reported by the gauge. So, now just to change mode, while we're just sitting with ignition on, I can press and hold the button and I see it's automatically changed. Now we're now into cruise mode. This is mode 1, and the top figures again from left to right. S0, that's the actual speed of the vehicle at the present time, obviously we're not moving at the moment. The next figure, 45, that's the default target speed for the cruise. Now I can adjust that up and down by pressing the buttons, and this is the button up, button down. You can see the target speed changing. And the next figure, A50, that's the maximum amount of assist that I'm going to allow the system to use. Now this is a variable again. Now 50 is actually equal to no assist. Now if I press the button right, that'll go up by 5 units, and there are actually 40 units of assist. So I clicking the button right, and when it gets to 90, that's maximum assist. If I click the button once more, it'll go around to 50, which is no assist again. So basically, you set the sort of assist level you want. If I set it for 70, that means it will allow a maximum of 50% assist to be used to try to maintain speed. The next figure, R50, again, that's regeneration level, 50 being 0% of regen. This one goes down, so anything below 50 is an amount of regen. So if I click the button left, it goes to 45, and it will go all the way down to 10, which is maximum regeneration. Click it once more, it'll go down to 50, and I'm going to make it 30. So 20 units of regen and 20 units of assist on the maximum I'm going to allow for the cruise mode. So now if I was driving the car on the road, I have to be driving at over 15 miles an hour before I can actually engage the cruise, and to do that you would just press the centre button quickly once, and the figure on the right hand side would change to a 1 to indicate it's on cruise mode. If you press the buttons at any time, or the throttle or the brake or anything like that, not the throttle or the brake and the clutch, sorry, then that would disengage the cruise mode. Now if I press and hold the centre button once more, go to the final mode. This is the blink mode, the SCS blink mode. Now you can't actually see this, but now the gauge lights are flashing, the IMA light, the EPS light, etc. flashing now to indicate any stored codes. That's a useful function. And all the while you've still got the battery gauge basic data at the bottom there. Obviously this is an early version of the software. I've just pressed the mode button once more to get back to manual mode, and the system should remember the mode that you're in when you turn off the system for when you come back on again. So I'm actually going to put it into cruise mode, and I'm going to turn it off. This is the first time I've tried that. Normal sort of display when you turn the ignition off, you get a 15-second delay, and it's saved the data. Just got the BCM gauge data at the bottom, and the system will go off. Now key back in, turn it back on, get the normal splash screens, and we're straight back into cruise mode, which is the mode that we left the system in. And eventually it will also remember your preferred settings for the assist and regen and target speed, etc. That's all still a work in progress, little bits of tinkering to do. So that's where we are at the moment. 3 main modes: manual, cruise control and SCS blink mode. Now just to go back to manual mode, just to explain something else. Just have to go past blink mode, back to manual mode. If you want to disable the OEM regen or background regen or assist at any time, then all you need to do is press the button up 1 or down 1, which would engage assist or regen, and there's a sort of a dead zone in the built into the system where no regen or assist will actually occur, but the system has actually overridden the OEM system. So basically it will prevent any commands for regen and or assist getting through from the car to the MCM at the back. So that's the way to defeat the background hidden charging. Back to cancel that, back to mode 0, nothing happening. I'm going to start it up now actually. So ticking over in manual mode. Now if I click the button right once, we'll get an amount of assist and you can hear the engine revving up. Click it again, we get more, and click it back down. Now if I was to click it left, it would almost stall the vehicle. So to increment regen more gradually, you just push the button down and I can go one at a time. You see the left hand figure D 48 changing slowly, and once we get down to about 44, 43, 42, the regen starts to come in. You start to see current feeding in and the engine note changing, and you see we're now getting a small amount of regen. If I keep incrementing that, it will keep increasing the amount of regen, and you can do it in obviously 1 unit stages. 40 units of regen, 40 units or 40 levels of assist. Now I hope that makes some sense to the people who are going to be using this in the UK soon, and I better go and upload the video.